are back with Wendie Malick. She stars in Hallmark Movie Channels After All These Years, which is coming out this weekend.
Yeah, it premieres Saturday, April 20th.
So, also co-starring with Jane Leaves and, I don't know, Betty White, I guess she's this newcomer onto the scene.
And Hot in Cleveland.
And Hot in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's not After
and
All
Valerie
These Years.
Bertinelli.
Yeah.
You guys starting that, you're doing your first episode live?
Yes, yes, we are. June, I think it's 13th, we are going live.
Have you ever done that before?
Not on a scripted show. I've been live. I was on some skits on Saturday Night Live the first 5 years. I had friends who were writers on the show and have done theater, but never this
Okay,
really
so let me ask you something.
Betty White's done a lot of it. The rest of us, not so much.
But I'm sure there are times that she's so great at what she does that she must crack you up really badly, and you have to like stop tape, start over again. Are you worried that it might happen with?
Well, you know,
doing it
having
live?
worked with Carol Burnett, I told you a few weeks ago, she played my mother, which was awesome. When I went back and started watching some of her old shows, which probably a lot of you saw, and if you haven't, go YouTube them, they're brilliant. But the best things about those shows were watching when they would crack each other up, and they try really hard to hold on, but I mean, part of the joy is seeing that. So I think they know that's gonna happen at some point, and we will carry each other through it, and I'm sure it's gonna be a trip.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but more excited than nervous.
Oh, that's
so what do we expect from the season this year? I know you had the great reunion on, right?
Yeah, fabulous reunion with Mary Tyler Moore, Cloris Leachman, Valerie Harper, and Georgia Engel. And they played an old bowling team that were reunited and all went out and had an evening together. And we sat around the set and watched these women who we had grown up just being crazy about and saw them. It was as if, it's like when you meet, did any of you ever meet your old friends like from college or from when you were kids, and it's like no time has elapsed for these people. I think it had been 40 years since they worked together. And they sat around this table and it was as if it was yesterday.
It was all very natural.
And we just, everybody stopped what they were doing and just listened while they were saying, oh, I remember that time, and I remember when your daughter was born, or when so-and-so got divorced, and I mean, it was like this incredible.
You don't interrupt those conversations,
no.
You just let them go, don't you?
And it may be the last time you see all those people together, and it was just something you hold in your heart and say thank you for.
Well.
So you have that wonderful opportunity to work with Betty White on a daily basis. How is she? What is she like to work with? She's, what is she, 90?
She's 91. Just had her 91st birthday.
That's amazing.
And I have to say, she is one of my dearest girlfriends. And I turned 60 when I started on that show. Valerie and Jane both were about to become 50. And I think we all realized that we were just starting on our third act. That's how I feel being with Betty. She made us all realize that women don't have to go off into the desert and go hide under a rock because they've turned a certain age.
Hot in Cleveland. Look at you. I can't believe it. 60.
And I'm so not hot right now.
No, I know you're not so hot. But what did I say when she was walking in front of us? I said, look how chic she is. I just want to like be you for.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I know.
You're a real sad.
I'm struggling up here as the one man
so
on stage here today.
You know, I have to say she raised the bar a little high for you. I'm just saying.
She did. Hey, I'll be the first to admit that. I'll be the first. So, all right, let's talk about the movie After All These Years. Before we get into that, let's take a look at your character. Is this character in trouble? Do you know the clip?
Yeah, my character, Audrey, after celebrating I think it was our 30th anniversary, that night after this fabulous party, my husband informs me he's having an affair and he's leaving me for a younger woman. Oh. So he then, sometime later, I find him dead in my kitchen and they think I did it. So I have to go on the lam and figure out who really killed him.
All right, let's take a look.
Oh, Carol, thank God. Audrey! Audrey! Audrey, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Get out!
Christine, I think you know me well enough to know that I would never kill Michael.
Oh, I think you're quite deranged. How you have the
Now
impudence...
look, now I just need to know why Michael was at my house.
I'm calling the police.
No, Christine! The police are about to arrest me for a crime I didn't commit. Now, I need your help.
Isn't that the understatement of the century? First, you bleed him dry.
You know, not that it's any of your business, but I helped Michael start Brandon Associates.
Oh,
so.
I know, before I was even born. And then you got your old boyfriend, David Larrabee, to be his first big client, yada, yada, yada. Did you try to kill him, too?
Don't you even care about them finding who actually killed Michael?
Oh, I think the police have their girl.
So help me, Christine. If you don't tell me what he was doing at my house, I am looking for answers.
The only thing you're looking at is 15 to 20 in the big house.
Is this a comedy?
Yeah.
She doesn't doesn't have it in her, does
It's
she?
a wacky comedy about a murder. It's kind of a caper.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of humor in it.
But does she have it in her? I mean, she couldn't pull this off, could she?
Audrey?
Yeah.
Well, I leave it up to you. But no, I've been framed. I'm a wronged woman, a spurned woman.
On the run.
Yeah.
But in real life, you have a wonderful marriage.
I do.
12 years, is it?
We've been married for 15, and but we've been together for 21.
What makes it so wonderful?
I think he makes me think, and I make him laugh.
I love that.
So we're very, very different, and he is the person who gets me to go outside and play and just be still and listen, and he's a quiet sort of observer of the world, and if I'm left to my own devices, I can sort of spin out a little bit.